back to my channel. Today is Speed Build Sunday, the day of the week where I build whatever I want, because I can. So for this week's speed build, I decided to build this very beautiful, like, pastel, almost orange blue number. I don't know what mindset I was in, but I built this several weeks ago, or in early January, when I had a whole bunch of free time. I didn't start school yet, and I just had an anchoring to build. Have you guys ever had that feeling where you just want to build a lot of stuff on The Sims? I normally don't have it, but for some reason I just wanted to build. Every idea that I ever came up with during my, like, vacation between school and... between semesters, that's the word I'm looking for. Between semesters, I lost my train of thought. Wow, good job, DillysSims. I had an anchoring to build a lot in between semesters this year for some reason. But, so I built enough speed builds to cover me through the end of February, which is only 8, so it's not a whole lot. And that's okay. Well, I don't really remember this build that much. I just remember the color scheme was different than what I normally make. It's very fun. Orange, there's some blues. Orange and blue is probably the, like, two main colors. But it's very nice and beautiful. It's modern, but it's very IKEA looking, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. I want to say it's very IKEA, or I feel like the furniture you see here and the way it's set up comes straight out of a home improvement TV show, like House Flipper or something. But I don't know. To be honest, I do not remember building this. I have this weird thing that resonates with me. I don't know how to describe it, but for some reason when I'm building, if I'm on the phone with someone, or sometimes if I'm watching a video on YouTube or Netflix, I can remember what I was watching while I was building this, or while I was building whatever I was building. So for example, this build, I don't really remember building it, but I do remember talking to my friend Jared on the phone. So, like, I remember our phone conversation, but I don't remember this. Is that weird? I think it's weird. I've always had this thing, like, this ability, quotation marks around the word ability. I've always had this ability to remember what I was watching or doing when I was building. So there are, like, certain builds that I can pick, that I can look at, okay, I'm getting too excited. I can look at one of my builds that I've built and thought, okay, I was watching Netflix. I was listening to this, that, or the other when I was doing this. So earlier, I downloaded a build off the gallery. It was one of my own builds, but it was for my Get Famous with Kim Kardashian Let's Play. 10 out of 10, do recommend. I recommend you guys watching that. Episode 11 comes out Wednesday, so there's 10 episodes right now. It's a real quick binge. I recommend watching it, not just because it's my stuff, but I love Kim Kardashian. Not the regular, real Kim, but the Kim Kardashian in my Let's Play is ridiculous. She will do anything for fame. She has murdered her own husband for fame. But that's neither here nor there. The house I downloaded for that series, the Get Famous with Kim Kardashian, I remember I was talking to my friend Caleb on the phone, and I remember what we were talking about, but I don't remember building the build. Is that weird? I think it's weird. But that's okay. I have stories for you guys today, because today is Friday, so I had a full week of my first week of school. Does that make sense? I just completed my first week of school. There we go. And I'm looking forward to this semester. I really like all of my teachers. Math is always going to be difficult to me. Math is going to be so difficult because I'm just not good at math. I adore anyone who is good at math. Math and me, I can't wrap my brain around concepts sometimes. But I really like my math professor. He seems really nice. He seems very lenient, which is great because to not understand math and then to have a very like strict professor on top of it would suck. And I already had a very strict, strict chemistry teacher last semester. So it's really nice having a semester so far that seems like it might be, I don't want to say easy, but easier. There you go. Easier than last semester. And a lot of my classes this semester are geared towards my major, which is perfect because I took a whole bunch of just general education classes, GE, and finally I'm getting into classes because I want to be a teacher. So I'm finally getting into classes where all of my classes are how to teach PE, how to teach math, how to teach English, how to teach writing. So it's just how to teach classes, which I love. I'm enjoying it so far. Again, it's only been a week, but I'm loving it. I love my professors. One of my professors is so cool. Professor Asham. 10 out of 10, do recommend him as a teacher so far. So far. Because he, in his syllabus, he reiterates how important it is for students to stay healthy, eat healthy, exercise. He wants us to stay in shape and he wants us to have a good mindset while we're throughout the education process. There you go. So at the end of our homework assignments, he's putting stuff like, I made sure to exercise, and he puts a little checkbox for you to like check off. I made sure to eat right, and there's a little checkbox for you to check off. It's really cute, and I really like that my he does that. And he keeps reiterating in the class that he doesn't want one of those stereotypical students who are like tired and just, exhausted from school and work, and he doesn't think it's a good idea for kids to be exhausted and then going to class because we're not retaining any knowledge, which makes a lot of sense because it's true. I don't retain any knowledge if I'm tired. That's probably why I didn't do that well in my last chemistry class, because I was leaving work tired because I'd worked from like 6 a.m. to 2:30, and then from 3, because my class started at 3, so I'd speed to class, and then from 3 to 4 try to pay attention to a professor who was not doing that well at lecturing to begin with. But he's great so far. He keeps reiterating to us, I want you to stay healthy and all this, that, the other, and he keeps telling us we're all in this together. If you fail, I fail, and it's such a great mindset to have. Not that I want to fail my professor. It makes me not want to fail him. Does that make sense? I really don't want to fail him. And he told our class, and I'm actually thinking about taking him up on this offer. He gave our entire class his phone number, which I thought was an awful idea, but we'll see what happens. And he said, I live right next to the college, so if you want to, or I'm always running on the track. Every day I go and I run on the track at the college, so if you ever want to, to stay healthy, you can hit me up and we can go run the track together. And I thought, that is so cool. Like, that is literally so cool. I'm thinking about taking him up on that offer because I don't like to work out unless I have somebody to talk to. This is the reality. I don't like working out if I, A, sweat, and B, don't have people to talk to. That's why I really liked yoga when I was going with my friend Patty. Or I really liked going to the gym when I used to go to the gym with my former friend Heather. But now that I don't have my former friend, and now I haven't been going to the gym haven't been going to yoga with Patty, I just haven't been doing any exercise. I've just been walking a lot because my classes, this is not a joke. The next thing that I'm about to say is not a joke. I walk about 10 minutes from one building to the next building on my campus. I leave my class and I have about 10-ish minutes, about 10 minutes to get to the other class. I am always like 13 minutes, or not 13 minutes late. I'm always like 3 minutes late, but it's about a 10-minute walking distance from one building, Bazzini or whatever, to the field annex house. And it is, when I sit down, I thank God, because my calves are on fire. I worked out just walking 10 minutes. I have no idea how far that is, but I know I get a bunch of steps in. I always get a whole lot of steps in when I'm walking, or when I have those classes that day. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, yeah, and Fridays. So I get a lot of walking in. What else? All of my professors are really, really cool. One of my professors... Okay, so again, I want to be a teacher. One of my professors... I went into my English class, and I thought, okay, this is going to be really easy. I love English. And so we started class, and class starts at 2? Yeah, 2. Class starts at 2, and my professor started speaking in German. My English professor. And she was speaking to us all in German for the first like 20 minutes of class. She was speaking to us in German. And I thought, am I in the right class? But the PowerPoint presentation behind her said English 4800. And so I knew I was in the right class. And she just kept speaking to us. And she took roll, and she was asking us questions in German and making a whole bunch of hand signals so we like understood what she said. And then at the very end, she said, okay, I just wanted you guys to know how it felt to be a student in a classroom where you don't understand the language, because most likely I will have a child one day in my class that doesn't understand the language that I'm teaching in. And that made a lot of sense to me, but at first I was thrown for the biggest loop of my life. I was so scared that I was in the wrong class, and I always heard, I never tried this because I don't want to try it. I always have heard that in college classes, if you don't show up the first day, you will be dropped, and whoever's in the waiting list will be taken off the waiting list to replace you. And I've seen that happen with a few teachers, and there's a few other teachers that I've had who have waited a day or two or the end of the week to add people on the wait list, but I never wanted to try it. I never wanted to test that theory out because I paid good money to get into that classroom. But she's also really cool. She had us go... I hate icebreakers. Like, I hate icebreakers so much. And for some reason, every class that I am in made us play an icebreaker. Actually, that's a lie. Only my English and writing classes made us play icebreakers. And the English one, my English professor made us sit in a circle and introduce ourselves like it was AA. And then say one interesting fact about ourselves that no one else in the classroom has the same fun fact. And, well, I know you guys are all wondering what mine is. Mine was that I actually am a Portuguese school teacher. And everyone thought, oh wow, that's so cool. And it kind of is. And my writing professor, Again, he's so cool. He said, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna do some icebreakers. And I like rolled my eyes and I thought to myself, God, why are you doing this to me? Am I not a good person? Why are you punishing me? But he knows what he's doing. He made us stand, he asked us a question. Okay, Hulu or Netflix? And so all the Netflix people went to the left side of the room and all the Hulu people went to the right, and he would look at the roll call list and he's like, hey, so-and-so, what are you watching on Netflix? And then he made it really cool and like relatable to everybody. And then he just kept asking us different questions. He said, The Office or Friends? And I didn't know what to choose because I don't really watch Friends. Friends is alright. I tried to watch it on Netflix many times, but I can't get past the first 2 episodes. But I do like the older seasons, and I like to popcorn watch, as in just watch a little bit at a time. So I went to the Office side, and since the Office is very similar to Parks and Recreation, I stood there and he went around the classroom and he made us say who we like the most. And so everyone was saying Ross, Rachel, and people from the office whose names I don't know. And he got to me and I said, Leslie, nope. And he said, okay, I can see you being a Leslie Nope. And I said, I know, because we're both awesome. Oh, this semester is so far so good, but I will keep you updated. There's probably going to be lots of ups and downs, but I'll let you guys know. I didn't know I could have so much fun doing one thing I hate the most on this planet, icebreakers. I hate icebreakers so much. I don't like it. But on that note, I'm getting very close to the end of this video. Let me know what you think of this build. This build can be found in the gallery by searching perfectly pastel. By searching perfectly pastel. If you want to build anything, remember to tag it in the gallery with the hashtag DillysSims. And if you want to see me build anything, let me know in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I'll catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.